Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, from Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, it's time for another edition of Big Beefy's Boston Ballers Beat, where we talk Boston sports as highlights from the Red Sox, Celtics, Bruins, and New England Patriots. Acquisitions or trades or call-ups or whatever it has to do with Boston sports or sports all over the country. And now here is the man that will bring you the sports reports himself, the master of sports shenanigans, Eric M. Lima.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans, 1977, episode 2320 of the show. Episode 15 of Big Beefy's Boston Ballers Beat. That's right. We're back with another edition of Big Beefy's Boston Ballers Beat. Now, why am I doing this? Couple of reasons. Big news coming out of Major League Baseball. One, the Red Sox swept the Yankees. They beat the Yankees 2-0, and now they're on a West Coast trip, a 9-game West Coast trip against Seattle, San Francisco, and Anaheim / Los Angeles, Anaheim. Well, big news, speaking of in San Francisco, and this came a few minutes ago. I just saw this on YouTube. Because I had subscribed to the ESPN channel, it's okay, so check up on baseball scores and everything else. Rafael Devers, one of the biggest bats, if not the biggest bat in this current Red Sox lineup, has been traded to the San Francisco Giants. And they got some pitchers in return. I don't know if they're going to help the Red Sox down the road. We'll find out. And I know a lot of Red Sox fans are probably not going to be very happy about this trade. A lot of people are going to say they want Craig Breslow to be fired. They want Alex Cora to go. They probably got ticked off of John Henry and everything else in between. Well, here's what I figure out. Okay. Yes, I am very upset that the Red Sox decided to trade away Rafael Devers. I can understand. I can understand how Sox Nation feels. Yeah, we lose one of the biggest bats in the lineup, and basically we lost the last member of the 2018 World Series championship team. Well, technically, Alex Cora was from that team, so he's the only one left. As far as I go, they're all gone. And you think that with the Red Sox signing him not too long ago, this past off season, for 11 years, $330 million, and now we had the whole debacle of him not wanting to play first base, and he wants to play third, and he had DH and all that. I think something must have went down between him and John Henry at Kansas City that prompted this to happen. Something must have went. Now, a lot of reports saying that Rafael does not want to be in Boston anymore. He's upset, and that's that. So Rafael Devers has now been officially traded to the San Francisco Giants. That gives will give the Dodgers something to worry about. But I'll tell you who's happy about this trade. All the fans of the other teams in the AL East. Yankee fans gotta be rejoicing. Despite the fact that their team got swept by the Red Sox, Yankee fans must be happy because he has been a Yankee killer for a long time over there. I'm sure the Rays fans are happy. The Orioles and the Blue Jays saying, Rafael, thank God, So, what's this mean now for the Red Sox? Well, they got a lot more room to work with as far as players go. We know we still have Masataka Yoshida possibly rehabbing, and he can DH for the Sox when he comes back from injury. Right now, you can keep Roman Anthony or Marcelo Mayer up there, up with Boston. So you got a lot more room that way. You got the three players to play. You can have Roman Anthony learning, You could have either one of the outfielders can DH, like Willie or Abreu or something like that, and you have Rob Refsnyder too. You got a lot of flexibility in that DH spot now that with Rafael Devers gone. I mean, a lot of folks said, "Hey, he's gone. He was being a cancer to the team and everything else." And trading him was like, probably the most popular Red Sox since Noma. And we traded away Mookie Betts. I'll tell you what, two former Red Sox players will be rivals now. With Mookie Betts with the Dodgers, Rafael with the Giants. Rafael Devers with the Giants. I can't picture Rafael Devers wearing another uniform other than the Red Sox. And he was one of the biggest prospects from the early 2000s. Now, he helped the Sox win the World Series in 2018. Now he's gone. He's traded. And I'll tell you what. Hope the Red Sox front office knows what they're doing. They've been wrong. I hate to say this, and I know I'm a Red Sox fan, and I'm a fan of the team. But the front office has really made some really dumb, crazy decisions. One, they took away Nesson from the basic cable channels and turned it into a premium live channel, forcing me to go online and try to find a website where I can watch the games. And if I do find the website acts wonky, it won't play, and all that good stuff. Two, they traded Mookie Betts to the Giants years ago, in 2020. They trade away Rafael Devers. I kind of hope they know what they're doing. And I mean, it's like, I know they got Bregman, but Bregman is hurt. You should have waited till Bregman came back, then trade Rafael Devers. That's what I would have done. Wait till Bregman comes back from his injury. I know Bregman's a good first baseman and he can hit too. But I think another thing too, another quandary, like it's the Red Sox have Masataka Yoshida, who has another big contract. But the good news for the Red Sox is that the Giants are going to eat up the rest of that contract for Rafael Devers. I mean, I know one Giants fan may be very happy about that, might possibly see a Cougar. He could be happy about that. I know he's a Giants fan. But also you got Anthony Bowens, who's a big San Francisco Giants fan, AEW wrestler. Anthony Bowens. He's got to be happy now. Okay, Raphael's coming in. You add another big bat to the lineup. Where do you put him? I don't know what the Giants are doing. I mean, Buster Posey must know something. And Craig Breslow and Buster Posey, two former players, taking big risks in trades. Like I said, for the Red Sox, you have a spot open at DH. You can put, if one of the players needs some time off the field, put him in DH. You can get Rob Refsnyder in for a few at bats. Then you got the kids. That means Roman Anthony's going to have a spot now on the major league roster, maybe. And then what if Alex Bregman comes back? You send Marcelo Meyer now, or you can send Christian Campbell down for work and put Marcelo Meyer on at second base. That could help. I don't know. And there's so many options the Red Sox have here, and it's totally insane. I really don't know how this is going to work. I mean, our New England sports teams have been screwed ever since the pandemic, and the only one team during post-pandemic that has done well was the Celtics, winning a championship. All our other teams, I mean, the Bruins have been going to the playoffs. But the problem is the Bruins couldn't get the job done. I don't know if I don't want to bring politics into this. I would say could we blame the Democrats for limiting us here in Massachusetts, including the sports teams? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about that. But the fact of the matter is, our teams have been cursed, except for the Celtics. Celtics have won a championship post-pandemic, but ever since the pandemic, our teams couldn't even. Red Sox, I think, made the playoffs once. 2021, I believe. Couldn't get by the Astros. The Patriots have, not made the playoffs at all. Um, um, then you get the Bruins, who have made the playoffs, but couldn't quite get the Stanley Cup. I mean, now the only team that won, only New England sports team that's won a championship post-pandemic war was the Celtics, winning it last year, the NBA title. Now it's between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers. But the insanity of this trade, I don't know if it's going to help us or hinder us. We'll find out how the rest of the season goes for Boston, for the Red Sox. I mean, it's, I can easily get angry. I can easily get angry at this. I mean, after all, John Henry is being very, probably the owner is probably be so stupid to the fact that he makes Jessica Simpson look like an MIT graduate, for goodness sakes. But there's reasons, maybe something went down between him and Devers, and then they probably had secret meetings. And I think when the time is right, we trade Devers away. Well, time was right probably in the eyes of the front office. Said, Craig, pull the trigger, make the deal. So Rafael Devers has been traded to the Giants, despite the fact the Red Sox swept the Yankees. Rafael, as many times, has helped us win a ball game. But without that big bat in the lineup, what do you do? I mean, like I say, you can get Bregman DH for a bit and have Marcelo Meyer play third, or something like that. Or Hamilton play third or second base. I don't know. There's so many options the Red Sox can do now. You got the DH. You can have Masataka Yoshida. When he comes back, he can DH for a bit. You can have a platoon with DH with somebody else. You can, like I said, have one of the outfielders who probably needs some time off from the field, and they say we still want you bat in the lineup. You can put Jaron Duran in the DH spot, have him bat lead off, and he can run the bases, and you can focus on stealing bases and scoring runs and hitting the ball and whatnot. You got, Roman Anthony can focus on hitting the ball if they want him to DH or they want him to play the field. If he's that good, he must be that good to be the number one prospect in the major league. So Roman Anthony, you can put him outfield DH. You can have Masataka Yoshida. If he can hit the ball, have him DH. He's got another one with a big contract, $90 million going on. So like I said, the good thing is the Red Sox swept the Yankees and they decided to make the trade afterwards. So this is going to be a very, very interesting. Not only that, the Red Sox are they're going to San Fran, the team that they just traded Rafael Devers to. So they're going to meet Rafael Devers in San Fran. So that means Rafael Devers is going to make them pay and make the Red Sox pay for that. I think that he's going to show them what big mistake they made, but he did not want to be in Boston no more, and that's what reports are saying. We'll see what happens, man. I'm totally shocked, dude. Seriously, totally shocked. What's going to happen now? Who knows? Totally shocked about this deal, man. Totally shocked. Well, I'd be lying if I told you I'm not angry. I am angry. I'm upset about this. I don't know what John Henry's thinking. John Henry's made some really dumb decisions already, and it's hurt his team. It's hurt his manager, and yet he wants to fill his own pot. This is why I cannot stand about politics, executives, corporate executives, business executives, sports business executives, and all. They don't care about the little people. They don't care about the little people. They don't care about people like me and all that. They care about filling this, doing this, and filling their wallets. while they take away from us, and they take away what we hard earned, and then they treat us like we're jokes. But hey, well, mind I digress. Things happen. But to Rafael Devers, thank you for all those years in Boston with us. We'll try to carry on without the Red Sox. Will try to carry on without you. But you brought a lot of joy to us. You got us a world title you got the Red Sox a world title in 2018. Which is sorry that you don't want to stay in Boston. Best of luck to you in San Fran, Rafael. Best of luck. Well, it's all the time we have on the show. As you know, tomorrow, a new work week begins, of course. And, yeah. New work week begins. We'll see what happens. Tomorrow will be Martindale Monday once again. A little tic-tac-toe, but I'll see you guys around. And until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home.
That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E and door for Bob Saget production, and in association with a Raving Bull for 3000 Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. See you later on the next episode of the show. Goodbye for now.